guys, and welcome back to this wonderful podcast. And this episode is a special episode. It's not an hot take episode like before. It's not a fight me in the comments episode. It's a conversation I'll be having with somebody I introduced to K-dramas. Somebody that was like, why is this subtitle stressing me like this? Why are they crying like this? But now she's asking me for recommendations, K-drama recommendations. Like she'll be like, please come and tell me recommendations. I want to watch K-drama. Which K-drama should I watch? Like, I'm talking about my baby sister. My baby sister is in the studio today. And before I introduce her, let me just tell you about what we'll be talking about today. We're talking about K-dramas and how they've become westernized now. Or have they been westernized? Let's just ask that question. Let me not just say they've been westernized. Because sometimes we feel like they're losing their cultural depth and they are being too westernized. But before we go into the westernized conversation, let me introduce my baby sister people. Adedamola Ajiolu Adewoyin. Welcome to the studio. What are you feeling like?
Thank you so much. See, I fought to be on this episode. I fought.
It's a privilege.
I want to come. Now I'm
You know, I don't just allow people to come on my podcast.
Excuse me. Hello.
You're still abusing me on top of my own podcast. See,
guys, this dream came out together from all of us.
Which
both
dream?
Of us. This podcast dream.
We did not have the
I was
dream.
part of the dream. And I was like, if the dream is 100%, I was like 20% part of the dream.
You are not part of the dream, my dear. You are
Leaks.
just privileged to know me and to be on my podcast. Because people used to ask me, can I come on your podcast? And I'm like, yes, you can come on my podcast. But you see your matter. Let me not talk because they would think that you have respect. You don't have respect. She's very spoiled. She's a spoiled brat.
Thank you.
But that's not the conversation for today.
Thank you.
But let me ask you, this conversation is supposed to be real and honest. Let the devil be ashamed on this podcast today.
Okay.
When I introduced this to K-drama at first, how did you feel? Be very truthful. Talk.
Okay. I wasn't interested. And I'll tell you why. I wasn't. When she introduced me to, because there's quite the difference of age. When I was in JS1, she was in SS3. And that was when we started watching.
Oh, that's true, though. That's true, actually.
That was it. She was in SS3. I was in JS1. And she had a friend that was watching the K-drama. Now, we had gone to this friend's house for one thing or the other. And they were watching this thing. And I was just wondering, what is this? Number one, they were speaking in a language I did not understand. And I was having to look at the screen to know what they were saying. I was like, nah, I'm not interested. I cannot be interested. Anything that is going to stress me this way, I'm having to read the screen to know what they are saying. No. So I was actually not. And again, they were watching Jumong.
Oh, yes. Jumong was the first one we watched.
They were fighting. Everybody was just wearing one weird costume. I really wasn't interested because, like I said, 1, the language. 2, they were fighting. 3, they were looking so weird. Their hair was long. I wasn't just interested. Like, it just turned me off. But I think we grew. Then that same friend introduced that to Boys Over Flowers. And I think that I was quite captivated by Boys Over Flower, even though I didn't start watching with her, because I remember that I had to go and start watching Boys Over. We had to buy, because those times we were buying
CDs. Yes.
So a friend had given her that CD and she had watched it, but I wasn't really interested. I think she had gotten to say season 3. You know how they do it then now. They will download everything and now burn it into CDs, now split it into seasons. So she had watched season 1. I think it had 4 seasons, right?
Was it even 4 seasons? More than 4.
No, I think Boys Over Flower was 4 seasons.
The CDs?
Yes, the CDs. They had 4
I cannot remember.
So I think you had watched maybe season 3 or something before I started actively watching. So I did not understand. So I was always having to ask her, what happened? You said, watch it by yourself. Then she bought it. She had to buy the CD
buy her own
with her own money. Then I took my time to watch it and I said, oh, wow, I like it. Makes sense. Then we started watching. We grew. Then I think from Boys Over Flower, the next one we watched was maybe City Hunter.
I think it was Lemieux's movie we really watched.
I think because of
It was our introduction into K-drama.
we went to look for movies that it was, and we watched City Hunter. And we
I
really
think
loved.
personal taste too now.
We did,
but I
but-
not like it.
I don't like it. Sorry. But City Hunter was nice, and we watched another movie that's the other guy in
Boys Over Flower. What was the movie?
the gentle guy.
Was it one that had long hair? You know there were 4 guys.
Yes, the
One that is always wearing white.
the one
That
that
plays the
yes.
violin. I think he did another movie too, actually, but I cannot remember the title of that movie.
We watched that too. So I can remember clearly those 3. We watched those 3. Then we were like, I think we like it. We started using our money. Hey,
Jesus.
Jesus. We started using our money. Like, they gave us lunch money from home.
You will save.
We'll save the money. If you're saving, then now they can give you, say, 100 naira. Every day you can be saving 50
naira.
Then when it's like Friday, we are going to buy like 3 or 4.
Seed.
Then
Jesus.
we use it for the weekend. Let me not lie, my money was really not there then, because I was still the baby. It was mostly our money, but still I used to put. Then when my sister, maybe exam period, she wasn't going to school all the time. She not be, because we used to buy it on our way back from school. She not be sending me to buy CD.
Yes, now I'm not going out.
She's not going out. She's at home then. She, I'm not when you're coming. Buy season 3 of. She say, hey, Jesus.
Were you not happy?
They have turned me to buyer of film. Buyer of film.
But you were happy now. Wow. You watched 2 now.
Hey. And guys, for the record, the place that we are buying this movie is not as if it's by the road. It is inside one market like that. If you are familiar with Ibadan, it is inside. I used to buy it in either Songo or on our town is beside our house. But in Songo markets, you have to enter the market to go and buy the seed. Like, this is where they are selling food. Like, if somebody sees me walking towards that place, you think that I want to go and buy food. You don't know that I want to go and buy film. Film. Jesus. But
that was the introduction. It was such fun memories. I remember when we went over, like, was it last year or 2 years ago that we disposed
2 years ago,
all these CDs. Mommy was like, oh yeah, carry that bag out. I want to burn that CD. I was like, Mommy, wait first. Let us see. He said, what are you saying? Hey,
memories.
As in that big bag. Like I saw the CDs.
Turned a school bag to our
CDs.
And it was filled to the brim.
I thank God for downloading platforms now.
I was just like, and these CDs were, for when we first started, they were like 100 naira.
Then they started increasing 150.
Then they would say 250. Then we started buying one for 200. That was like, and we can buy like 4 seasons of one movie.
At once.
If you buy 4 seasons of one movie, when it was 150, that's 600 per movie. God, we wasted
money. But it's not waste, Joe. It's not waste. We grew now.
But we did.
This is where we are now.
We did.
But
we tried.
We tried. Our father and mother money entered we made investments in K-drama.
That's the word, investment.
We made investments in K-drama. But let me just ask you, at what point when watching all this K-drama, did you realize that, yes, I am really hooked?
I didn't think I was hooked until I went to the uni. And in the uni, I found myself asking, like, when we stopped buying CDs and we started downloading, she was the one that started downloading. I said, I downloaded this Korean movie. Then she would share. Then we were now in different states. I was in the university. She was already working. And there was no way for me to get these movies. And funny enough, I didn't know how to download them because she was always the one downloading them. And I found myself asking people, please, do you have Korean movies? Like, when somebody wants to share a movie with you and I just say, please, I only want Korean movies. Then I just like, hello. Why am I saying I only want Korean? I really did tell people that I only want Korean. Even till now, apart from Nollywood movies, the only other...
Yeah, you watch Nollywood, Jesus.
Apart from Nollywood, is the only other... Even American movies, you have to like recommend and you have to promise me
that
your life that it is worth it. And I'm not going to waste my time if I watch... These movies American movies that have 90% of them I have not watched them because they're really not my thing. But Nollywood and Korean movies,
I did something in your life.
You tried.
I did something in your life. But when you were watching Korean movies, what really resonated with you? Was it the romance or the way they told their cultural stories, or is it their storytelling, or is it their cinematography? What really got you intrigued about Korean dramas?
Okay. I won't say one thing. Maybe when I started watching, I would say that I just loved the way they told their stories.
Okay, their storytelling.
But like growing up, like having more sense, is I love the depth that they bring.
When it comes to their stories, right?
Yeah, and I'll give you an example. If a Korean movie wants to give you a story about the weather, they are going to like bring it deep. Like it's not going to be on a surface level.
I catch.
They are going to bring a story about the medical
the car line. They will go deep.
If they're going to bring, for example, say Descendants of the Sun.
The military and medical.
They gave us military, they gave us medical, and they were able to blend it. And nothing was on the surface. The military part of the show,
as in,
it was shown to the fullest. The medical part of the show, it was shown to the fullest.
They don't just do surface scratching.
That's it. They don't give us the peripheral and say, oh, run with it. And I don't want to call any names of any industry, movie industry. Some other movie industries, like you say, you are telling us about, you are giving us a story about medical line, and there are no scenes where a surgery is taking place. There are no scenes where there are consultation. We just know that this person is a doctor, and that's just what we know about the movie. No, Korean movies will not do that. They would, if forecasting love and weather.
Do you know that was the first? Sorry, that was the first movie I watched about weather, and I really understood that. Oh, so this is the thing.
This is the way they do. When they were going to do Crash Landing on You, they gave us how everything worked. Even this movie that I didn't really like that they did last year, Limino.
Oh, what's this movie? When the Stars Gossip.
When the Stars Gossip. Even though I didn't like the movie, but we knew something about space, and like if they are going to give you, they will go all the way. And that was the thing that just grabbed me moving on till now. I know that if my favorite movie of all time is Hospital Playlist, and I'm in the medical line, so I the first time I watched the movie, it just felt like I was learning. I wasn't just watching a movie, I was learning. And that's why till now, any of their medical movies, I make sure that I watch. Even though I may not like it towards the end, I will still watch it. But because
you will learn something.
It feels like I'm learning. I'm not just watching, I'm learning. So that's just what I love.
I remembered watching Pinocchio Syndrome. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
It was about journalism. The way they showed the journalistic world.
They were showing us simultaneously two
different stations,
and we were grabbing. Like it wasn't just vroom, vroom,
they are journalists. They told us this process of people coming. How did they gather their stories? How did they report their
stations? They were just very, very in depth about their stories, and they still are so nice.
I'm talking about westernization. And in the beginning of the podcast, I said we're talking about how K-dramas now are feeling westernized.
Yeah.
Do you feel they are westernized? Do you feel they are losing their cultural depth?
So I wouldn't use the word westernized.
Okay.
But I would say that some of their stories now are losing their touch. I don't even want to say if it's westernized or cultural, because both it's both sides of the coin. Sometimes you watch a cultural movie and you'll be like,
what's
this? And sometimes you watch those ones that are in the modern world, yes, and you'll be like, nah, I'm not. I'm so sorry, I'm going back to this. When the Stars Gossip, like the movie didn't do it for me. And for a movie that had so much hype, you would think that it would do well.
The email factor, you thought, okay, we're expecting something great.
And that's a westernized movie.
Was it? Western?
It is. It's a modern movie. It's not a traditional cultural movie of like you would say. But they didn't quite hit the mark. And some of I've not really watched any traditional movie of recent, so I can't really point to one. But some of their, and again, I feel like they have started to recycle
Storylines.
and that's causing a lot of problem because they are not doing better than the previous ones. If you are going to recycle something, that means that you are taking us
Another
a notch
level.
higher. You are not giving us below par of what the previous movie has done. But now they are recycling stories and it's not giving what it's supposed to give. I'm watching a movie and I'm like, I've seen this before.
Like I can relate to this story already.
Like I can tell you what's going to happen, and that didn't used to happen before. Like
the
before,
twist, everything.
Okay, I know that the main leads will fall in love, but how are they going to get there? That's the beauty. That was the beauty. Yes, they are going to fall in love. Yes, but how are they going
process,
to get there?
they give us that process, but now they feel rushed.
Oh, that's the word. It's like maybe because they have reduced the number of episodes because a lot of them now are 12, 10 episodes. Maybe they should continue giving us our 16 episodes
and give us more depth, right?
I don't know, maybe.
But looking at a movie like Remarriage and Desire, it was 8 episodes, Damola.
And
it slapped.
This movie, Celebrity, was also 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
And
you see,
the movie, The Art of Sarah too.
The Art of Sarah.
That's one of the new movies that I'm like, okay. Thank God.
We are getting back.
Like, and even if it had similarities with movies like Celebrity, it still had its own, like it was
uniqueness. Yes,
it was still there. So that's what I'm saying. That if you are going to rush a story, just put something, give us something. We don't just want to be watching and be like, give us something. And that's just what I feel like is missing in some of their storylines now. Not every.
Okay.
Not some. Quite. If I'm going to
compare,
if I'm going to weigh, I'm going to say 30% to 70%. 70% being done very good storylines now, and 30% now they're giving us blah.
Because I remember talking to you, was it last year? Then you told me that I was actually asking you that which new K-dramas are you watching? You're like, I'm watching. You told me you're watching A Man Called God. And I was like, what do you mean you're watching A Man Called God? Why are you going back?
Do you know that it was after I watched When the Stars Gossip that I went back?
Like you were so disappointed.
Disappointed is an understatement, Andrew. I call her Auntie. Okay, so disappointment is an understatement. Now, I watched When the Phone Rings. If you remember, they were coming out simultaneously.
Yes, when the phone rings last, I think was
late
December.
Last year.
Yes.
So I watched When the Phone Rings, and I'm a kind of person that I don't like to watch a movie when it is ongoing. I prefer for them to finish, then I'll start watching. But When the Phone Rings, I think I started watching episode 1 and I so much loved it. And now, sorry to divert. When the Phone Rings is another example of a movie that is just very, very high there. They gave us sign language. They gave us politics. They just gave us a lot in one. So that's by the way. So I was watching When the Phone Rings, and because of how it was doing me, and I was so happy. That's how I went to start When the Stars Gossip.
Oh my God.
So I started When the Stars Gossip, and I watched episode 1 and 2. I wasn't feeling it. So I said, let me stop so that I would wait for them to finish. I waited for them to finish When the Stars Gossip, and it was still not eating what I wanted it to eat. I was so pissed. I was so angry. I had to go and download. I downloaded A Man Called God. I downloaded YR. And I downloaded Police University. I just needed something to make me feel better. Because I was pissed. I was angry. I was like, no. I didn't expect this. I'm disappointed. So then she asked me what I was watching. I said, A Man Called God. She said,
I was surprised, like A Man Called God. Like, why are we going back?
Why are you watching A Man? Because I am angry. Because I am pissed at what they just released. And so we got talking about it. And I just told her that I feel like the old movies,
they were way better.
They were way better.
But talking about old and new movies, do you feel like the new movies now, the K-dramas, new K-dramas they are producing now, do you think they are catering to the Western market, like the international audience? Is that why they are losing depth?
Yeah, I think so. And I'll tell you why. I think that in most of their new movies, for example, a lot of them are on Netflix.
Another factor.
Quite a lot of them are on Netflix, and as we all know, Netflix is an international body. It's a lot of people will not want to go through the stress of downloading movies, but when it's on Netflix, you can just stream and watch.
Yes.
And for people that are maybe not in Nigeria, it's a lot
easier.
Better. We have someone like that a lot of these movies are not on Netflix. She cannot
watch it. Yes.
So maybe because of that, they are trying to be more westernized to carry their audience along.
Even they have more romance scenes. Like when I talk about romance, like the other side of romance.
Yes. When I watch When the Phone Rings, and I watched like the last 2 episodes, I was like, how did we get here? Korean movies that when they were kissing before, they'll just cut the
As in, they are showing us the full process now.
So I feel like a lot of those things now, but I still feel like it could be better. And
let me ask you this final question about Westernized. Do you feel like the industry now, the Korean industry, when it comes to K-drama, do you feel like they are evolving, or they are stuck? Like they are not getting better. They are just stuck in that same position they are. This is not an attack on the industry. Like, are they evolving? Are they learning to evolve? Or are they still stuck where they are of that old glory?
Okay. If we are to go by movies that are coming out now, the movies that they've been giving us, let's just use last year. The movies that they gave us last year, if we were to go by those movies, I would say that they were stuck last year. I don't know what happened last year. I'm not really sure what happened to that industry last year. It looked as if something went wrong last year. But looking at the movies that has been coming out this year, I would say they are coming back.
Yeah, they're getting their pace back.
Now, I'll give you an example of 2 movies that
you've watched recently.
I've watched recently. I've gotten Spring Fever.
Oh yes, The Art of Sarah.
The Art of Sarah. And those 2 movies, they did quite well for me. Like, not even quite well, really well. So I would say if I'm saying this year, that's why I smiled. If I'm saying this year, it means that, they are really coming back. But last year, no, they were stuck last year. Last year really did a lot on them. They were stuck because they weren't. I would say that last year was the year that I least watched
K-drama, right?
Korean movies since I started watching. And funny enough, last year was the year where I was
less busy.
No, not less busy. Where I had my time to myself.
Oh, okay, that you could watch more.
Last year I was working, so there was nobody dictating to me and I was not living. So I was living quite, I would say alone, not alone, but alone, not having that
restriction. Yes.
And I still did not watch a lot of K-dramas. Why?
Wow.
Because they didn't just appeal to me. The movies that came out last year didn't just appeal to me. So I'd say they are not living up to old. They are not living on old glory rather, because they still have that touch. They're still good, but I just feel they need to do better.
Wow, that's very interesting. But have you ever imagined that some of us be doing something like this, talking about K-dramas on a podcast?
Never.
Like when we started watching K-drama, you would never think this was the end of this.
In fact, I'm sure my father is clapping for us because he just thought that we used to waste his money. Then I see that we did not waste your money.
There was a time daddy was like, I think we were watching a CD. They brought the light in the night. So we woke up and we started watching it. So they took that light again. So we could not remove the CD until the next day. And daddy wakes up very early.
Hey, Jim.
Daddy started watching it. And I was like, when we now woke up, I'm so like, did I went to the sitting room? Like, daddy was watching that. Like, daddy, what are you watching?
Like, what do you know that they are doing?
But funny enough, he enjoyed it. So I was like, I understand. Like, he said, let's sit down and watch it.
But the only problem was, like, he said all of them, they look the same. That he doesn't know who is who. So that's the reason why I could not. He said he cannot watch
it with us.
He said this person and this person, they are looking the same. They are the same. They are not the same.
No
This
matter
person
how
has
we
black.
explain to
This person has brown. He said they are not the same now.
you're so local, man. Like, it was so fun for us that day, but I feel like this is but what would be your advice to the industry right now? Or let me ask you, what do you want to see more of in the K-drama industry as they've started doing well? What would you say you want to see more?
I'd say I want to see more of originality.
In what sense?
Originality in the sense of storyline. Please don't give me a storyline where
All this trauma.
The female lead. Sorry, yes, a female lead is always at the mercy of the male lead. Life doesn't work that way. Because we watch movies, like, we are evolving. Okay, maybe it used to be like that, but we are evolving. So let's be original. As times are changing, let's
change with times.
Let's work with times. And okay, if you want to give us historical K-drama, let's know that it's historical. Don't now give us a historical K-drama.
Time travel.
I am tired of the time travel. See, any movie I see now that has to do with time travel, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just tired. Like, last year, they also give us one time travel.
Is it not Bon Appetit? Something, my Majesty.
There was O's Dinner too.
Oh, yeah.
I watched...
Actually, that movie had...
It had potentials from
but
the
they
start.
cut it too short. I don't know if that their budget finished
I
or
don't
what.
just understand what happened at the middle towards the end of that movie, and
they just
went...
cut it off. Like, this story had the potential to develop into something great.
Just give us originality. Help us. Nobody time travels again. Yes, we know it happens, but nobody time. Yes, give us. And this your Night-Tailed Fox movies, let it end.
They said they want to bring one more out. I think there's still one more.
Please. I'm tired.
Boy, it's a lie. You are very biased. So tell me that if they bring out another hospital playlist, you will not watch it.
No, now medical movies they are always there.
Amola.
No.
You are so biased.
You don't get what I'm saying. I'm saying that. Okay, how many people do you know that has time traveled?
They can be time travel that they will not know now. They can time travel.
How many doctors do you know? A lot. So that is it. That's what I'm saying. If they give me another medical movie, I'm fine. If they give me another war movie, I'm good. If they give me another broadcasting stuff movie, I'm fine. But sure, you see all those movies that they are not really exactly and toxic relationship and using episode 1 to episode 10 to chase female lead. We use episode 1 and episode 1 to episode 10 to do being, for lack of a better word, stupid for the male movie, for the male lead, and then we use episode 11 and 12 to see the male lead falling in love. Please now.
Just say what you want to say. Mention the name of the movie that you want to talk. Just say it. Just say it.
Please, let's not be doing that. Let's not be doing that. Yes, we know that sometimes somebody falls in love before another person, but let's not be from episode 1.
If I should tackle, can this love be translated on this podcast? We'll not finish the podcast.
Let's not
I
do
say I have
that.
beef with the writing of that story. Like, what do you mean?
I so much love that movie, but
the way they portrayed that lady was...
They portrayed the lady as if the lady was a beggar for love.
As if she was starving, like Kilo Shelle.
And now you use episode maybe 9 to 12 to tell us that the guy
now
that.
fell in love.
It's
pity love for me now.
Now, let's compare it to Resident Playbook. Can you see how it was balanced? The girl, we saw that the girl
liked him.
But the moment the guy started to show, everything started being balanced. Like, let's do that. Let's try to do
Let's balance
this.
this.
The reason why I love medical movies now, I don't know. Maybe they understand. So,
Adedamola, thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Welcome.
You really
Thank you for having me.
Because if we continue talking, we'll not leave this place.
Really?
And my producer is looking at me with one bad eye that, Auntie,
Cut.
end this conversation.
Thank you
for coming on this show. And I think we have something else to talk about,
We
right?
do.
We do have. Okay. Make sure you watch the next episode because we're about to talk about something you will not expect that we'll talk about. You know, it's K-drama we're talking about. You will not expect what we're talking about. Until I meet you on the next episode of this podcast, go and watch old K-dramas. Then compare them to new K-dramas.
Really?
And comment and tell me what you feel about what we just discussed. Bye for now.